As long as we come on air every evening, the whole world must listen. As long as we preach this very gospel, Chukwokika Abiyama must be with us. Therefore, without any further hesitation, we must proceed to offer every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who resided in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old, our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained, that this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit, because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day Chukwu Abiyama benigwe whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth, Chukwokika Abiyama, to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is
Protest. 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 Voices rising here to call. Free Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile. Is the message echoing loud for one and all. Mark your calendar, don't be late. 4th of August 2020 say 10 a.m. that's the meeting time. Gather together, stand in line. Starting point from Adenka to 17 Lati Market Square is the scene. Moving onward to the district court. Bayateme is the destination. Lati Finland, that's the place. We the people of Biafra demand the unconditional release of Simon Ekpanjoku. He committed no offense for demanding the freedom of his people who face annihilation from the Nigerian terrorist government. He is innocent, and the good guy freedom fighting is not a crime. Over 50 million Biafrans voted him as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Free him now. The flyer shares the time and space. Protest. 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 That's the message on display. For more information, for more information. Republic government in exile. Is the message echoing loud for one and all? Mark your calendar, don't be late. 4th of August 2026, 10 a.m. that's the meeting time. Gather together, stand in line. Starting point for Pudenka to 17. Lati Market Square is the scene. Moving onward to the district court. Pajatemi is the destination. Lati, Finland, that's the place. We the people of Biafra demand the unconditional release of Simon Ekpanjoku. He committed no offense for demanding the freedom of his people who face annihilation from the Nigerian terrorist government. He's innocent and the good guy. Freedom fighting is not a crime. Over 50 million Biafrans voted him as fighting his time. The Biafra Republic government in exile. Free him now. The flyer shares the time and space. Protest! 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 Let the mercenaries play! For more information, go.
All right, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, my wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. You are welcome to this very live presentation, reaching you all the way from the studio of Biafra Unite channel/television. We are live and direct, and I want to assure every one of us that Chukwuokike Abiama Bineligwe is bearing us witness this evening. I welcome every one of you. As I can see your comments in the comment section, because of time, we are not going to follow the due protocol, but I want to ask you to welcome others as I welcome you into this very today's program. It's quite unfortunate and a pity that we did not start early, because we have a lot of things to discuss this evening. We have, in fact, it is highly, how do I put it? It's going to be a jam-packed, program this evening. You understand? So, and we are not, I don't know how long we are going to be here. I don't want us to spend a lot of time, but who knows? Because of the whole things that I have already, even though I'm not sure if we are going to finish everything this evening. So maybe we are going to reserve some other ones probably for tomorrow. Before we continue, I want to ask if my voice is coming, if my voice is loud and clear. Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the comment section before we proceed. Very, very important. If my voice is loud and clear, let me know in the comment section, because, of course, as you all know, I do not trust my network. Please make sure that you have shared this very program, hit the like button, and share the link to every group that you belong, both on WhatsApp and Facebook. What we are going to do this evening, my brothers and sisters, if your eyes are not opened at the very end of this very program, now you do yourself. I cannot help you. If your eyes are not opened this evening after this very program, now you do yourself. Are you paying attention? Because it's going to be an eye-opening program. This very program this evening will be an eye-opening program. By the way, this is your live presentation. reaching you from the studio of Biafra Unite channel / television, and I remain your one and only, your beloved brother Ordinawa from Biafra Unite TV. And today's date is 26th of July 2027, and of course the time, not 2026, and the time right now is exactly 27 minutes past 9 p.m., which is 27 minutes top of the hour from wherever you are joining me from. Let us proceed. So, before we continue, let us first of all, let's begin with this. As Barrister Aloye Jimako, Special Counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has been alerted from this particular platform called News Central. You all know what has been happening for the past few days, where this very platform posted a video of, by the way, hold that thought. Let me go to their YouTube. Before we do anything, before I even say anything about this, let me go to their YouTube channel. Just hold that thought. Because based on what is written there, they claim to have taken down that very program that one upcoming politician called for extrajudicial execution of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, which has been generating, a lot of misreactions on social media for the past how many days now. So today, or not today, yesterday, they claimed that they have taken down that very video. So I'm actually on their official YouTube channel right now. I'm just checking it. I'm checking to confirm if that very video is still on their YouTube channel, because the part that has been causing chaos on the social media for the past 3 to 5 days now was actually cut from the main video which they posted on YouTube. That video was about 30 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So that was the part. They now, because the video didn't go viral from YouTube, they now went to the place where that very man made that very comment, because they are looking for clickbait, nothing else. It is strictly clickbait. So they went there and cut up that place. Because if you go through their YouTube channel, you see that all videos they post usually get like 32 views, 50 views, 100 views, maybe once in a blue moon. Their video goes to 1,000 views once in blue moon, maybe once in a week or once in few days. Their video goes to 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 views once in a while. So, but they have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, over 200 and something thousand subscribers, but nobody pays attention to whatever nonsense they do on YouTube. So what they did now is to go there and cut that very place and posted it on their official X handle. And that's how people began to see what that idiot, that upcoming politician said about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that's why everybody started reacting to it. So now I'm scrolling down their YouTube channel as I speak. It looks as if they have taken down the video from YouTube, actually, from YouTube. So, but it did not end there. It did not end there. We are going to read briefly through their press release. After that, we will now send important message. Very, very, very important message. I haven't scrolled, because I remember that video, they posted it for over almost 10 days now. So I'm going to take my time. Probably after this very broadcast, I'm good. No, it's still there now. It's still there. It's here. How could they say they have deleted it? Thank God. You see, it is good to be intelligent. I make my research. I am not this type of... I want to draw the attention of Barrister Aloy Ejimakor. I am drawing the attention of Barrister Aloy Ejimakor because before we read the press release, let us first of all see the reaction of Barrister Aloy Ejimakor himself, because now I am going to send him a message. I will send him a message. Very, very important message. Very, absolutely important message. You understand? So before we read this, just hold on. Let me first of all screenshot Barrister Aloy Ejimakor's acknowledgement of this their nonsense. You know, this their nonsense. Such. Yeah, I know I have no apology. I do my research, so I'm more intelligent. You can't deceive me. It's not about education this time around. It's about reality. So they deceived people, those that believe that they have deleted that very video. And Barrister Aloy Ejimakor believed it because he's not a social media person, so he cannot make research. If it's about legal, legal thing, maybe you want him to come and defend you in the court. That's his profession, so he can do it 100%. He can do it right. But this side, that's what if you before you make any mistake, you're jolting on that line. You ask people who are on that, that side, so that they can give you, they can guide you and advise you. Here, make a mistake before you jump into conclusion. So actually, although my system is a little bit slow, but I want to screenshot Barrister Aloy Ejimakor's reaction towards this particular press release of or notification that they have taken down the video. This is from News Central. From News Central. So let us, of course, first of all, read the Barrister Aloy Ejimakor's acknowledgement, which I'm screenshotting as I'm speaking now. So after that, we will now read the press release from News Central notifying the public or deceiving the public that they have actually deleted that very video. Because, when I say my thing, I give evidence. This is one thing about me. I don't just talk. I am not a talkative. Anything I tell you comes with evidence. You got to go. So we are, unfortunately, okay, since my system is a little bit slow, let us first of all read briefly from the nonsense that they wrote. Please share this very program. It has to, many people have to understand what is happening here this evening. Now, based on their official notification, they said, without prejudice, News Central Media Limited's response to the press release issued by counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. News Central Media Limited has taken note of the press release issued on 21st July 2026 by Barrister Aloy Ejimakor, Special Counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, concerning comments made by a guest, Mr. Chigozie Nnabugu, during an edition of Breakfast Extra, and the subsequent publication of a video clip on our official X, formerly Twitter platform. Now, Listen here, they said, during an edition of Breakfast Extra, and the subsequent publication of a subsequent publication, I want every, you know, that's why it's good to know English language. I don't want to say that's why it's good to go to school, because it's going to be an offense to those who were not privileged enough to go to school. So I have to say that's why it is important to know English language. Are you paying attention? If I made this even in the extremely important. They said the subsequent publication. Let me bring it back. The subsequent publication. Okay, I think we can now screenshot it. Hold on, just a minute. Yes, we have it. We have it now. So they said, during that very Nabugu made the comment during an edition of Breakfast Extra, and look at it there, and the subsequent publication of a video clip on our official X, formerly Twitter platform. Now, that means they are talking about the program itself. That is what they meant when they said here, made a comment concerning comments made by a guest, Mr. Chigozie Nabugu, during an edition of Breakfast, which is the full video, the whole video, right? Pay very close attention, my people. The whole video. So they went on to say, and the subsequent publication of a video clip, which is now the clip which they cut out of that very main video, the whole video, now the whole Breakfast Extra video, which they posted on their official YouTube channel. On their official YouTube channel. So they went on to say, News Central wishes to state unequivocally that it does not endorse, encourage, promote, or support any statement advocating violence, unlawful conduct, or the extrajudicial killing of any individual, irrespective of that person's identity, political affiliation, ethnicity, religion, or the nature of any allegations against them. Did you do anything when that very man made that comment? The answer is no. You are even looking for clickbait, to even going to the extent of, you know, cutting some part where that man made that very bad comment, that very bad and evil comment. You went to the extent of cutting that very part and published it on your official X handle. And now you are telling us that you do not support any violence or any statement that can do one thing or one thing. Who are you fooling? Who are you deceiving? Oh, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with this now? What is wrong with this? Why is this thing giving me a tough time now? Okay, let's continue. Please let me know if my voice is coming out clear, please. So they went on to say, our editorial philosophy is firmly rooted in the principles of, and remember, by the way, before we continue reading, that girl, that very girl that spoke before that Chigozie Nabugu, or Chidozie Nabugu, whatever his useless name may be, before that Chidozie Nabugu take over the statement from that girl, that very girl is working with News Central. That girl is a News Central representative. she's one of them, one of those that went to do that so-called investigative journalism in Osuhitokwa. And she made it clear that when they got there, she went to see the local government chairman. So when you see the local government chairman, what did you expect the local government chairman to tell you? The local government chairman is a government official. If you go and see the Igwe is a representative of government in a local way, in the traditional way. That is how it's made now. It's not like that in the past. In the past, anything traditional rulers are completely detached from the government. They are detached from politics. But nowadays, because they are the custodians of customs and traditions of every, every kindred or clan. So they have absolutely nothing to do with politics. But nowadays, the reverse is now the case. They do no longer, pay attention to their duty, to their respective tasks. They only want to delve into politics so that they can be able to share money from politicians. So that very girl who is working with New Centra is the one that raised the topic that made that very stupid man to make that very comment. So there is nothing like remorse here. But they went on to say, our editorial philosophy is firmly rooted in the principles of responsible journalism. It's a lie. They lied here. Respect for the rule of law, constitutional democracy, and the protection of fundamental human rights. We believe that every individual is entitled to due process under the law, and that matters, and under the law that matters before competent courts should be determined through lawful judicial processes rather than through violence or inflammatory rhetoric. Now, who are you telling? Who are you telling? Onye ka ị na-agwa? Onye ka unu na-agwa? Are you telling me? After you have done your worst. You have done your worst, and now you are coming to tell me nonsense. I don't believe you. I don't listen to you. I don't pay attention to your nonsense. Now, they went on to say, as an independent Pan-African news organization, News Central provides a platform for robust public discourse and the exchange of diverse perspectives on matters of public interest or public interest. The views expressed by guests, commentators, analysts, and contributors during live broadcasts are their personal opinions and do not necessarily represent the editorial position or corporate views of News Central Media Limited. So, but when that man, how to do this job, because we are all in this line. You may call yourself a journalist. If I like today, I will call myself a journalist. If I like now, I will call myself a journalist. Yes, we have platform to do that. We can, even before we got to this level, we used to have reporters. In 2021, before I went Sobu, we used to have reporters in different states in Biafra land. Because on Monday, during Monday sit at home, more and on live na media, then we report from our reporters from different areas. Now immediately that very moment. We used to have reporters. So if I like today, I'll call myself a journalist. It's just that I hate titles. I dislike titles with passion. You understand me? So I don't want to, I'm not here to read their nonsense. I just want to see where they say they have removed that very video. He said, we respectfully acknowledge receipt of the concerns raised by counsel and confirm that they are receiving appropriate consideration. Given the legal issues raised in the press release, it will not be appropriate for the company to comment further on the specific allegations or any potential legal proceedings at this stage. Actually, if I remove go that very video. Following the concerns raised, News Central undertook an internal review of the relevant Breakfast Extra broadcast and the associated digital content in accordance with our editorial governance and compliance processes. As part of that review, and in the exercise of our editorial discretion, the specific video clip referenced in the press release has been removed from our social media platforms. Remember, they say here platforms. Actually, new channel. This is very, very important. If I now in a very, very important issue. If you haven't shared this very broadcast, please endeavor to do so. We have a jam-packed program this night. Unfortunately, we came late, but we are going to try to do as much as we can, or touchlight as many of them as we can. Just a moment. So, remember they said they have removed it from their social media platforms. I'll show you something. That now these people are nothing but liars. They are nothing but criminals. They are nothing but not only content creators, but they are nothing but cloud chasers. They are cloud chasers. They only chase cloud. They are not here for anything news. They are not here for reality. They are only here for politics and to chase cloud. So every single thing they said on this particular memo is all lies, because they themselves from News Central engineered, they started the conversation. They are girl who claim to have gone for investigative journalism and also started that very conversation. That idiotic girl, that very useless girl looking for her own pocket, doesn't care about the implications and the consequences of whatever nonsense she's doing. That very girl started the conversation that led to that very man to make such comment. And he made a certain comment two times. He said, put it on camera. Put it on camera 2 times. And they did not stop him. They were all there moping like foolish idiots that they are. None of them stopped him. They didn't say, please stop. Even when he finished talking, they did not. This comment they are making now on memo, that the view you share here is your own personal opinion, does not in any way, represent News Central. They did not say it on that particular program. They didn't say it. Now they are coming here to tell us blah, 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 all those rubbish. We don't accept. We do not accept whatsoever. We don't. So, let me try. If I cannot, if I cannot screenshot, if I can't do screenshot because of if I cannot screenshot because my system is a little bit slow, then we'll read it direct from Baristalo Ejimako. So, but now you have seen, they claim that they have removed it from their social media platforms. Where is it? Look at it here. Look at it here. They say, as part of that review and in the exercise of our editorial discretion, the specific video clip referenced in the press release has been removed from our social media platforms. So not just platform, because if they say platform, we could have said, okay, they are just referring to the one they posted on X. right? But they say has been removed from their social media platforms, which is multiple platforms that they control. Now, they say this decision should not be construed as an admission of liability or wrongdoing, but reflects our commitment to responsible journalism and the careful management of content that has generated significant public concern. You see, so they are still showing their ego. They are still showing their ego. They didn't learn any lesson. They are not in any way, proving that they were wrong. They said, look at what they said. And Barrister Ejimako even posted this, like acknowledging. I don't understand. They say this decision should not be construed as an admission of liability or wrongdoing. So that means they did not do any wrong. They did not do any wrong. I said something here initially, and I hope nobody's picking offense. I said it is very, very important to understand English language. This is truth. It is extremely important to understand English language, because if you don't understand the English language, some fools like the idiot that wrote this thing will come, will deceive you with whatever nonsense they are writing. So it's very, very important to understand English language. Even though you don't go to school, learn how to. English language is a normal language like every other language. You understand? Like French language, Portuguese language, German language, Swahili language, Igbo language, Hausa language is the same, completely the same. It's not about when you go to, it's only in the zoo here that if you don't speak English, then you're an illiterate. You can learn English without even being educated. You understand me? So it's very, very important. So because Nigeria is an English-speaking entity, so anybody who lives in Nigeria or who has attachment to Nigeria, why I say who has attachment to Nigeria, this one I'm referring to our people. But when I say anybody who comes from Nigeria, that means I'm talking about general thing, those from Nigeria. But if you have attachment with Nigeria, anything that has once in your life attached you to Nigeria, you need to know how to speak English language. You need to understand English language, not speak. You need to understand it, not even to speak, but you need to understand it. It is very, very important, even though you don't speak, but understand it so that people don't, mess you around with nonsense. Now, let us see Barrister Ejimako's, response, because I don't have time to read all this junk. Let me now show you the acknowledgement of Barrister Ejimako. Then I will now take you to their platform for you to see that every single thing they said here are all lies. I'm telling you, if I tell you saying a lie, don't even think of arguing with me, because I know exactly what I'm saying. You understand? I know exactly what I'm saying. I don't just talk. I make research. So let us see Barrister Ejimako's platform, because I try to screenshot it. My system is a little bit slow. So hold on. Okay, it's because of network. The reason why the system is slow is because of network, but no problem. We'll continue. Shame. All right. Oh, just hold on. We are going to get everything right. Don't worry yourself. We'll get everything right. Just a moment. Okay, we are there now. We are there. All right, please share this very program. Is very, very important. Send it to any group you belong, because this is something that has to do with all of us. Now, listen. This is from the official X handle of Barrister Ejimako. This is what he said in acknowledgement to this very memo sent by this very criminal news central. He said, breaking. News Central Media Limited has taken note of the press release issued on 21st July 2026 by Mr. Aloy Ejimako, Special Counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, concerning comments made by a guest, Mr. Chigozie Nnabugu, and removes the video clip from its social media platforms. Barrister Aloy Ejimako also used the word platforms. So now, this is just an acknowledgement from Barrister Aloy Ejimako concerning their memo, the memo which they released, saying that they have, removed the video clip. Now, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, in this his message, he didn't say much. He didn't say much. So with what he said here, we cannot authoritatively confirm whether he is going to, sweep this matter under the carpet and let the lying dog sleep, or whether action will still be taken. So he's just diplomatic here. That's why he made his words very short. He didn't say much. He didn't say anything that they can do. He didn't give them any advice or whatever that is coming. No. He just acknowledged that he has seen their memo, that they have removed the video. Now, this is why I showed you this, is for Barrister Aloy Ejimako has seen the memo in question. Now, let me take you to the official YouTube channel, this very criminal platform known as News Central. Ucho, pay attention, please. Just pay attention. Your attention. I'll take you to somewhere. I didn't know that this thing is going to take us time like this, but some discrepancies with what they did. And the main problem now is what I'm about to show you. The main problem now, the main matter is what I'm about to show you now, is the main problem here. And we have to spend more time talking about this. Now, this is News Central TV, official YouTube channel. Because pay attention, and I hope that Barrister Aloy Ejimako is watching this program. If any lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is watching this program, please get the attention of Barrister Aloy Ejimako here. What we are about to do now concerns him directly, as it concerns Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life and the life of over 70 million Biafrans worldwide. Because based on the response from Barrister Aloy Ejimako, I don't know whether they are going to take any further action, but that very response is too cold. That acknowledgement from Barrister Aloy Ejimako concerning the stupid memo put out there by this News Central useless platform is very cold, extremely cold. I know I'm not expecting him to say more rather than to act more. I expect to act as a lawyer. I expect him to act more rather than saying more. You understand me? But that very response, to be honest, is cold. Not just to my liking, but based on the level, the gravity of offense being committed by this news platform. So that response is extremely cold. Now, let me fire him up. Let me fire him up by this thing that I'm about to show all of us now. This is official News Central. They have about 232 YouTube subscribers with over 52,000 videos. With over 52,000 videos. So there's nothing else you can tell me. This is their official YouTube channel. They cannot argue it. Now, let's scroll. I remember I told you they normally post every day. Every second they post. If you go here, this is not the main thing, but I want to show you so you can confirm what I'm saying. This is 48 minutes ago. They have 10 views. 48 minutes ago, 4 views. 3 hours ago, 4 views. 4 hours ago, 37 views. 5 hours ago, 20 views. This is now 5 hours. This one they managed to get 3,300 views. Now, this is not the main point. I just showed you to confirm to you that the reason why they cut that place and posted it on X is because they are looking for clickbait, because nobody pays attention to whatever nonsense they are doing, even with their big platform on YouTube. Nobody pays attention to their rubbish. That's why I showed you these views. Views does not matter, but I showed you this for you to understand that it was all about clickbait, because they know that once such word is out there, people are going to react, people will comment, and their name will come up again, because nobody knows them. Even with their big subscribers, nobody cares or nobody knows them. Now, let us continue to scroll. We are now looking for that video of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is where we are now. If you keep scrolling, 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 keep going down. This is 3 days ago. 3 days ago. So don't say because the other side is recent. No, this is 3 days ago. If you check here, you see 3 days ago. This is 3 days ago. 3 days ago, 110 views. 3 days ago, 32 views. 3 days ago, 51 views. So we keep scrolling. We keep scrolling. This is happening on your screen. This is not a pre-recorded program. At least you can say maybe edit. No, there is no editing here. This is live program. I am not editing. You don't edit live program. It's live. Everything happened live here. As you're watching it, it's happening live and direct from my studio. Now, let us continue to scroll. This is 4 days ago. 4 days ago, 28 views. 4 days ago, 14 views. 4 days ago, 84 views. 4 days ago, 43 views. 4 days ago, 14 views. 4 days ago, 53 views. A channel with over 200 and something thousand subscribers. That is to show you that they are bullshit. They are just looking for clickbait. Now we continue to scroll. We are looking for that video, the main video that carries that very comment, which they now deceive Barrister Ejimako and people who pay attention to their rubbish, that they have deleted, they have removed from their social media accounts, from their social media platforms. We continue to scroll. You understand? This is now 7 days ago. You can see it here. 7 days ago. 7 days ago. We continue to scroll. Now, this is that video here. 8 days ago. This is the only video with 10,000 views. 8 days ago. This is that video now where we are going to play the video now from here, not from any other place. From here, this from their platform. Because I want to let Barrister Ejimako and the legal team of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to understand the gravity of the offense these people commit, and it's not something we are going to treat with kids' glove. Very, very important to note. Now, 8 days ago, this very video was posted on their official YouTube channel. It has 10,000 views. It's the most viewed content on their platform in recent years. I don't know before. I don't know olden days, but in recent years. Now let us play it. Follow the mouse. We are clicking it. Let us play it and see. We are not going to play the full video because it's about 30 minutes. So this is live broadcast, so therefore I'm not going to play, I'm not going to show something, I'm not going to show those things. So because It's a live broadcast. So it's a live broadcast. I don't want to play it in full so it doesn't show ebe or something like that, because once that happens, YouTube is going to take down this very program and they will ban us as they banned us the other time. I'm trying to see. Yeah, a lot of things knock on this very video. Thank God I did not play this video, because if I had played this video, Chineke ekweli ihe ọjọọ. If I had played this video, this very program will be taken down. So this is the video here. This is the video where they said they did documentary. This is a documentary video of you. If you watch this video, you see the kind of lies these people lied against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you watch the video, you are going to see the kind of lies. Even that one that man said is even small. The one that man said is even small. So if you watch this very video, this is now the original documentary they did against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So I implore Barrister Ejimako to go and watch it. To go and watch this video. At least I've shown it all on the screen. So Barrister Ejimako can go and watch it so that he can see by himself. Probably he has not seen this particular video. So you need to watch it so he can see, and confirm everything by himself. So that Komara Ifone Malokwano Odekaya Indi Nigeria Ebu Somazi Nnamdi Kanu via media. That's why we are here. That's why people like us are here. Everybody Biafra. Nobody cares about what is happening in Biafra struggle. The only thing they care for is propaganda. The only thing they care for is propaganda. They don't care about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They don't care about Mazi Samane. They don't care about anything. The only thing they care for is propaganda. As long as they do propaganda and Biafran people continue to contribute money for them, they are contented. Is enough. Is okay for them. That's all they care for. So I cannot play this video because it has a lot of things that can even ban this very platform for some months. So I implore Barrister Ejimako and his team to go and watch the video itself so that they know the war Nigeria government in Ebu Somazi Nnamdi Kanu outside the court of law, outside judiciary. Outside judiciary. Now, like as I said before, we have a lot of things to do this evening, but I'm going to cut it short. There's another important program we are going to jump into now. There are a lot. We're going to jump into another important program now before people, everybody begins to, make their contribution. So please pay attention to this while we proceed. Chineke mekwere akpọghọm that video. Hey, oh my goodness me. Ọ ka na-emetụ m n'arụ because ọ bụ na mkpọ that video by now short to go this program down completely. A lot of things my human scores not on that very video. Eziokwu. Che. Hello, Melo. My human scores not on here. Yeni na ndi Nigerian army ibuchalo. These criminals now from New Central Gazi cover China boy IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is evil in the highest order. And I am calling Barrister Ejimako to go and take a look of that very video and their useless documentary. So let us watch this briefly, and then we go into another bomber exposition. The next exposition will be fire. So let's watch this first before we move there.
This is a message that I want to send to Tinubu. Tinubu, our people are suffering. These are Hausa people. All these people, there is no single Fulani among these people. No single Fulani here. But they are telling you that all the people who are affected by these Fulani atrocities are all Fulani. They are saying that they are lying to you that Fulani are killing Fulani. It is lie. It is Hausa genotype that is going on in Nigeria. Hausa people have been taken away from their villages.
Point of correction, Oga. The reason why I'm playing this video is for international community, especially Finland. Especially Finland. Point of correction. It is not Hausa genocide. The Hausa people are suffering. The Tifi people are suffering. The Doma people are suffering. The Igbos are suffering. The Kiana Boha, these people been north, especially north central. People from Benue State, people from Kogi State, people from Nasarawa State, people from Plateau State, they are suffering, not just Hausa. Not just Hausa. The majority, the main thing we are talking about here is that Christians are being massacred. If you say Hausa, you look as if the Hausas are from Zamfara, Sokoto, all those core north. All these middle belts are not Hausas. This is very clear. Everybody must get that. Middle beltans are not Hausa. Forget in the east, yeah, we usually call them Ndugu. They are not. We call them Ndugu. Far beyond the Hausa, they are not Hausas. You cannot bring somebody from Benue State and say they are Hausa. How many people were massacred in Benue just last week? You cannot bring somebody from Plateau State and you say he's Hausa. Even Gowan is not an Hausa man. Christopher Musa is not an Hausa man. He's from Plateau State. He's not an Hausa man. While I play the video, I'll bring their tribes.
All their villages, this is a small town, but there are over 60 villages that are camping here as internally displaced people. No government help that is coming out from anywhere. Government is not helping them. Is there any Fulani man here? No. There is no Fulani man. So why are you telling us that it is Fulani that are killing Fulani? Yes, you see, they are lying. All the governors
in Sokoto State.
So, in Plateau State, according to what Google is giving me here, they said Plateau State in Nigeria has over 40 diverse ethnic groups with major indigenous tribes, including the Berom, Tarok, and Mwagavul. So these are three major tribes in Plateau State, and there is no Hausa there. There is Berom, there is Tarok, and there is Mwagavul. So, and they say Berom is one of the largest ethnic groups, followed by Tarok, and then Mwagavul. There is Ngas, which they call Angas. There is Jomai. There is Afizere, which is Jarawal. So there is nothing like Hausa there. So when you talk about Hausa, you are talking about maybe people from Katsina State, people from Sokoto State, Gober, people from Zamfara. So these are the Hausas. But where this Christian massacre, Christian genocide is taking place is mainly in the east, which is the Igbo people are facing in the hands of Nigerian Fulani army, Fulani Boko Haram infested military, and then in the north central, which you now have all these tribes that I've mentioned. not the Hausas. The Hausas are suffering as well because the Hausas are living in Plateau State. They are not Plateau, sorry. They are living in Sokoto State. They are living in Zamfara State. They are living in Katsina State. These places you have terrorism there. So they are suffering, but don't make it look as if it is the Hausa people are suffering. So that's why I'm playing this, and that's why I want to clarify this. The Eastern, the Igbo people are suffering the biggest genocide. The highest Christian genocide in Nigeria is against the Igbo people. The highest Christian genocide in Nigeria is against the Igbos. A couple of days ago, there's a video trending on WhatsApp groups. That video did not make it to social media because they're going to block it. Where over 2,000 bodies, Igbo youth, dry bodies, packed, loaded in mini buses, about 6 mini boxes. I wonder why that video is not trending on social, even at least on X. Packed, loaded, fully loaded, dry bodies of Igbo youths. They can't even identify any of them. I don't know if any of you have seen that video recently. It's a recent video. I don't know if any of you see that video. So the Igbos are suffering the highest Christian massacre in Nigeria. And to make the matter worse, this very massacre is coming from the official Nigeria military, which is, of course, known to be a Boko Haram military. Now, let us now go to the biggest exposition tonight. Pay attention to this place. We are now going to the biggest expose this very night. There is something happening that every one of you need to know. So that when they carry this, their useless, cheap propaganda flying on social media with their Iran boys and Akulugu, wherever they live in their respective host countries abroad, you know that you already know what our Prime Minister said. It is very, very important, very, very imperative that you know, because they have a lot of boys no Ibo. So you need to know where all their stupid propaganda is coming from. So this very video, I don't know if I'm going to analyze it. If I have to analyze anything, trust me, I will analyze. If I don't have to analyze anything, I'll just let the video to play. But if you fail to learn, if you fail to listen, now your problem. Now your problem. If you fail to listen or learn, now your own problem. But this very video that I'm about to play right now is going to show, is going to open a lot of people's eyes. This very video will open a lot of people's eyes. You are going to learn many things from this video, and all the propagandas that have been sold to people for the past 2 years, or not for almost 2 years now that our Prime Minister was arrested in Finland. This very video is going to open your mind, your brain, and your eyes. Please pay attention to this. Let us watch it.
I welcome every one of you, ladies and gentlemen of the press, observers, and those friends of Biafrans all over the world. Today, the flag of Biafra is rising from Africa to Asia, from Asia to the Western world, to America, to other parts of the world. As the flag of Biafra is rising very speedily, we want to inform those who care to know that the fight, the liberation and the struggle between Biafra and Nigeria is the struggle of the good and the bad. For those who do not understand, our fight for the liberation of Biafra is a fight for survival, just like in the history of America. For those of you who do not understand that America, after the Declaration of Independence in 1776, after over 100 years, there was civil war called American Civil War. The war was the war between the good and the bad. And always the good will prevail, just like the good of Biafra will prevail over Nigeria. I would like to share a small history of the American Civil War, which lasted from the 12th of April 1861 to May 26, 1865. It was a brutal civil war between those who wanted to end the slavery and those who wanted to continue the slave trade. It is always good versus bad. At the end, those who wanted to end the slave trade won, and America became what it is today. Many of you don't know this, but you see, today what we are fighting for is the state of Biafra, which is going to be free of terrorism, against the Nigeria terrorist state, which sponsors terrorism, killing of women and children. That's exactly what we are trying to end. By emergence of Biafra, it will end terrorism, end ethnic cleansing, end insecurity, bring stability and peace. So there is no way we are not going to win this war. It does not matter how long it takes. It does not matter how many lives will be lost along the line. At the end, those who survive what is going to happen from 2nd of December will live and their generation will enjoy freedom. Many people do not understand what led to American Civil War, or many don't even remember, don't even know that America actually fought a civil war. And that was the beginning of what they call the Confederate. So many people who do not understand when they hear KKK, Confederate, it was as a result of those who wanted to continue the slave trade. And that actually divided America into North and South. That led to civil war. The disagreement amongst states about the future of slavery were the main cause of the disunion and the war. The slavery had been controversial during the framing of the Constitution of America in 1787. That war shaped America to become what it is today. If you want peace, prepare for war, because the evil ones can never allow you to have peace without fight.
Because the evil ones cannot allow you to have peace without a fight. Because the evil ones cannot allow you to have peace without a fight. Very, very important. Unless you live a life of servitude. Unless you live a life of servitude, you will continue to live on your knees forever and ever. And that is what these criminals, these politicians, these political Iran boys, and all these idiots like Ebekwedi, Kebekwen, all these niches, all these termites, all these cancers. This thing na atadalo mmadụ na atadalo something, a living something na parasites. All these parasites, that is exactly what they want the Biafran people to be. That is the kind of life they want the Biafran people to live. They want us to live with our knees bent forever. They want us to live with our bended knees forever and ever, in perpetuity. If you want peace, the evil ones will never allow you to have peace without a fight. Listen.
Would not resolve the issue of slavery when very sane mind understand that slavery need to end. Those who believe that their minds are corrupt and they are evil said no, slavery must continue. And that led to the American Civil War. The same thing we are fighting today. Biafra are saying we are not going to be part of a country that support terrorism, support the killing of women and children, support the attack against Israel.
Did you hear that? that Biafrans are saying we are not going to be a part of a country that supports terrorism. This is a word from the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile on the 23rd of July, 2024. This is now 2 years and 3 days. So what is Finland waiting for? America is fighting the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria today for supporting terrorism and sponsoring Boko Haram. America, as big as America, the biggest democracy in the world powers, those that know more about them, know better or know best about democracy, they are now fighting Nigeria against the support of terrorism from the Nigerian authority. And the Mazi Simon Ekpa has said, we, the Biafran people, cannot be part of a country that is supporting terrorism. So what is Finland waiting for? So the only way justice can be done, the only way Finland can be on par and in line with the rule of law, in line with America, in line with Israel, in line with whatever America is fighting against in Nigeria, is to release Simon Ekpa, to prove that they are in line with America. They are reasonable enough, just like America is reasonable. Because you cannot keep a man who said that he and his people cannot be a part of a country that sponsor and fund terrorism, and you're keeping him, you are silencing him, whereas America is fighting the said country that is sponsoring terrorism. So Finland must choose this upcoming month. Finland must choose where they belong. Finland must choose whether they are supporting America, which is fighting terrorism, or they are supporting Nigeria, which is funding terrorism. They have opportunity to choose next month. Now, continue. Remember, the protest is coming on the 4th. If you have not bought your ticket, you need to prepare now. And there's a place when this particular program of our PM is going to get to a point where you'll be forced to buy your ticket to go and protest for him. We are getting there now. We are getting there in a jiffy. Just pay attention.
Can never be part of a country that supports attack against Israel. Biafra will continue to support Israel irrespective of what Israel have done to defend itself. At the end, the good will prevail. I want everybody to understand today that the coming sit at home will be a litmus test. Do not allow yourself to die as a result of your negligence and stupidity. In order for Nigeria to use you, Nigeria, the bad egg and the evil ones, to use you as a propaganda against Simon Ekpa and Biafra Republic government in the exile and Biafra de facto government in the homeland. For those who do not understand what we are doing, they say they have not seen a roadmap. I think that roadmap issue has been resolved.
Now pay attention. If you haven't learned anything since 2024, with this particular place now that we are entering, you must learn a lesson. You must learn a lesson. So if you haven't bought your ticket, prepare to buy that ticket after this very program. Prepare. Because now you are going to know that all those things you have been fed have all been lies. And they have been making sure that they suppress this very protest because they don't want Simon Ekpa to be freed. They don't want anything good to happen for Simon Ekpa. The same way, the criminal DOS and Canon Takano suppress it at home is the same way these criminals who claim to have worked with Simon Ekpa and Joko are suppressing the protest in order for him to remain in custody in Finland, so that they will continue to milk Biafrans, deceive Biafrans, lie to Biafrans, pretend as if they are doing something while they are doing nothing, continue to collect money, continue to collect funds and contributions from Biafrans while they live large in their respective countries where they reside abroad. Unbelievable. Pay attention, we are getting there already.
Many months ago, our roadmap is this. Our roadmap is that the Biafra flag have risen in over 60 countries of the world, where Biafra has opened the Biafra liaison offices that will later become Biafra Mission. After the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra delegate in Finland will vote to adopt a new name for the liaison offices. Presumably, the name will become Biafra Mission. The Biafra Mission.
After the redeclaration of Biafra, the Biafra delegate, which is of course the cabinet, or should I say Biafrans who are there, will vote. Remember, I told us the other day that what we have as liaison offices was to be made Biafra in the Biafra embassies or high commissions across the globe when Biafra is restored. When Biafra is recognized as a free nation by the international community. All those expositions, you get it here. Pay attention, please, while we proceed.
Biafra delegate in Finland. After the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra delegate in Finland will vote to adopt a new name for the liaison offices. Presumably, the name will become Biafra Mission.
Presumably, the name will become Biafra Mission. It did not end there. Pay attention. He said Biafra delegate will vote and adopt a new name, presumably, which is maybe it may be called the Biafra Mission. For now, not even yet to be called Biafra Embassies. Pay attention, you are going to learn a lot.
Biafra Mission, upon recognition of the Biafra government and the United States of Biafra, will become Biafra Embassy. It is
Biafra Mission. Presumably, after the voting, it will be called Biafra Mission. After the voting in Finland by the Biafra delegate, it will be called Biafra Mission. Presumably, unless any other person want a better name. If you have a better name and your argument is superior, then we can go with your name. Then, after the recognition of Biafra government and Biafra independence, then it will now become the Biafran embassies. Pay attention. There's a lot here. A lot. Pay attention.
The name will become Biafra Mission. The Biafra Mission, upon recognition of the Biafra government and the United States of Biafra, will become Biafra Embassy.
Upon recognition of Biafra government and United States of Biafra, it will become embassy. Now, pay attention. Just take a chill pill. A lot is here.
It is stage by stage. So I want those.
It is stage by stage. Remember, he is outlining the roadmap to freedom, the roadmap to Biafra. And we are following him. We are following him. We are following him because he knows the roadmap. We are following him because he knows he has the template of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of Biafra. Pay attention. Unless now you want to tell us we have been following a blind man, then I will concur with your own superior argument. Pay attention to this.
Asking questions who do not understand how freedom is being fought to listen very attentively. We are going to be moving like a rocket going to the moon. The rocket will move and it will continue to dispatch particles by particles until it gets to the moon. We have started with the Biafra Liaison Office. This Biafra Liaison Office, after December 2nd, will become Biafra Mission. We don't know how many years or how many months it will take for the recognition of Biafra. And thereafter, it will become the Biafra Embassy.
Did you hear that? After the declaration, then there's going to be a vote which will now turn from Biafra liaison offices to Biafra mission. Then he said, we don't know how many years or months it will take before Biafra will be recognized. Then it will become Biafra embassy. We don't know how many years or months Biafra will be recognized as an independent nation before it becomes Biafra embassies. Pay attention, it did not end there.
That is the 3 stage of the liaison office, the mission, and the embassy of Biafra.
That is the 3 stages. Unless you want to prove to me that we have been following a blind man, an ignorant, then I will now concur to your own superior argument. If you cannot prove to me that he is a blind man and ignorant, and we have been following him since 2021, then you are the problem. Pay attention, let's continue.
The stage of the government. 1 is the Biafra.
No. You didn't hear that. I'm sure you didn't hear it. You didn't hear this one. Pay attention.
That is the 3 stage of the liaison office, the mission, and the embassy of Biafra. The stage of the government.
The stage of the government. Now, listen. For those of you who are ignorantly following criminals who portray themselves as Biafra agitators or so-called freedom fighters. For those of you following criminals, I don't miss word. For those of you who are following criminals who portray themselves as freedom fighters, who don't even care about the welfare of our prime minister, about the welfare of our leader, about the welfare of Biafrans, about what Biafrans are passing through in Biafra land. Every time they come on social media to do propaganda, to give speeches, all to no avail of Abronezi. Ofum olo abronezi. You follow cheapishly, pay attention to this. The only way you can win is if you come here to tell me that Simon Ekpa, that we have been following and paying attention to, listening to him since 2021, is a blind man. And then I will begin to listen to your own superior argument. Listen to this.
This Biafra liaison office, after December 2nd, will become Biafra mission. We don't know how many years or how many months it will take for the recognition of Biafra. And thereafter, it will become the Biafra embassy. That is the 3 stage of the liaison office, the mission, and the embassy of Biafra. The stage.
And let me say this before now he go into the government side. This video you see here is a video of our prime minister during one of the state visits, right? The broadcast itself was done on X. You understand me? This very video here was put for an entertainment. The broadcast itself, where you are listening, was done on the 23rd of July, 2024. Exactly the date, on the 23rd of July, 2024. Do you know how long it took me to find this? Do you know this is taking me now almost 2 years to find this? I've been making my research without nobody knowing anything. I've been making my research because I know there's a program where this particular what is it called, roadmap was fully outlined and analyzed by PM himself. I know it has taken me 2 good years. This is July, August, September, October, 3 months or maybe 2 years. I've been searching for this. I've been making this research because I know there is. It's just that because when this program was done, we didn't know that saboteurs will come to destroy the struggle. So we didn't pay attention to saving it or to, you know, make a bookmarking it or something. So we didn't know the exact time and day that it happened until I found it. Pay attention.
Of the liaison office, the mission, and the embassy of Biafra. The stage of the government.
The stage of the government. The stage of the government. Pay attention.
1 is the Biafra Republic government in exile, which has demonstrated its capacity to be controlling the Biafra territory from exile.
The number one is the Biafra Republic government in exile, which has demonstrated the capacity of course, controlling the Biafra territory from exile. Listen, very, very importantly.
Its capacity be controlling the Biafra territory from exile. From there, the Biafra Republic government in exile have constituted the Biafra de facto government. The Biafra de facto government has 40 United States of Biafra. In each state, there are 15 counties. In each counties, there is 5 districts, meaning in each state, there are 75 districts. Every district have a head. Every county have the chairman, deputy, secretary, and so on and so forth. The same thing is applicable to the district head, deputy district head, secretary, and so on and so forth. It is a foundation. The process, the roadmap, for those asking the roadmap. We have been able to define the map of Biafra, and irrespective of the divide and rule tactics of the Nigeria state for many years, we have been able to lay this foundation. Very strong foundation that Nigeria will never ever break. In addition to this, immediately after the declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, we will start laying the foundation which already have been laid, which is a process for a transitional government.
Did you hear that? Is there any difference with the charter that I personally read and interpreted, which has given me an iconic name today as a charter man? Please, somebody write in the comment section, the charter man. Is there any difference? He has made it, it did not end here. Oh, relax. A lot is happening. A lot is coming. A lot is coming. Somebody write in the comment section, the charter man. I love that name. This is the same way they gave us autopilot. No, we adopted it. Our skin is very thick. Very, very thick. We don't care about what you call us. We are looking at that end product. That is our target. The end product. That justifies the means. Pay attention to this. Somebody write the charter man in the comment section, please. Very, very important as we proceed.
The declaration of the restoration of independent state of Biafra, we will start laying the foundation which already have been laid, which is a process for a transitional government.
After the redeclaration of Biafra, we start laying a foundation where the foundation has already been laid. Do you know the foundation he's talking about? The foundation which we will start laying, which is already there, is the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. The foundation is there already. So through the Biafra de facto government in the homeland, we will now start building what is called the Biafra transitional government. Biafra transitional government. Pay attention to this.
As soon as the recognition of Biafra government start happening,
after the recognition of Biafra government start happening, after, you know what it means? After, after the recognition of Biafra start happening. Listen.
Transitional government. As soon as the recognition of Biafra government start happening, up to the level of the United Nations, or
up to the level of United Nations. Please, can somebody come and tell me that Simon Ekpa we have been following is a blind man? Can somebody come and tell me that Simon Ekpa we have been following is illiterate, or he doesn't know the roadmap, or he doesn't know the mandate? If you tell me this, I will listen to you. If you ever tell me this, or maybe that time he was pulling the strings, it was in the olden days. And we're going to put us in now with new tactics. Now, sharp. Maybe Simon Ekpa was living in the past. During that 2024, he was actually living in the past. He did not have the tactics. He did not have the he doesn't know the mandate. He doesn't know the roadmap. The name was the brand new eligible and intelligent, highly sophisticated people that came from different earth, different, maybe they came from Mars or they came from Mercury. They did not exist in this world. Not have now the struggle now that changes everything on amazing now. You have to come and tell me this. Come and explain to me so that I will understand you and know where you are coming from. Because as far as we all know, you all are criminals. You are necompoopes. You just came here just to target the finances of Biafra, the contribution from innocent poor Biafrans who are suffering across the globe. That's why you are here. Nothing else. Nothing else. Listen to this.
Of Biafra government start happening up to the level of the United Nations or its allies. We will then begin the process of the transitional government of Biafra.
Did you hear that? Up to the level of United Nations, Ozio Gawa. Remember, the declaration was November, December. Now, up to the recognition will why the Biafra is still in, why the government is still in exile, the recognition will continue to come up to the level of because United Nations is the last bus stop. The UN is the last state, the last entity that will recognize you, and then you become an independent nation. Every other country will, the recognition starts with countries. You understand me? It begins with countries. Presidents or prime ministers of various nations will start to recognize you. You understand me? Remember that Spain had already recognized Palestine as an independent nation. You understand? I think in Europe now, it's only Spain that has recognized Palestine as an independent nation. If I'm not mistaken, either Spain or France. I think it's either Spain or France. I think it's Spain. Yes, Spain. So, and that thing caused a lot of problem between Spain and Israel. But Spain is an independent nation, so they have recognized them. So there's nothing anybody can do about it. Now, it begins with countries. The recognition begins with countries. Up to the level, to the extent that America will be pushed. America doesn't just recognize, forget all those cheap propagandas. America doesn't just recognize. America is always one of the last, one of the last countries, one of the last entities to recognize a state, a nation before United Nations. Once America recognizes, the next thing is UN. America doesn't just recognize. So all those things you see, anybody doing rubbish they are doing, telling you all those jargons on social media, they are all lying to you. The truth of the matter is that they are lying to you. America does not just, before America will recognize you, maybe more than 100 or 150 countries have already recognized you. America is the last bus stop. Once they recognize you, then UN now has no any other option. UN will recognize you and sign you and give you a seat in the United Nations as a nation. That's how it works. Now, it did not end there. Continue listening, please.
For its allies, we will then begin the process of the transitional government of Biafra. We'll begin the process of forming political parties, making sure that we restore through democracy.
No, you didn't hear this. You didn't hear it well. I'll jump for a lot.
Of Biafra government start happening up to the level of the United Nations. Option have been laid, which is a process for a transitional government. As soon as the recognition of Biafra government start happening up to the level of the United Nations or its allies, we will then begin the process of the transitional government of Biafra.
After United Nations has recognized Biafra as an independent nation, then we now start the process of a transitional government. Remember that how to do this is already there because we have the de facto government in the homeland. So the transition will not be a difficult thing for us. Now, all the people that live in abroad that are controlling the government in exile will now come back home. We now come back home with their experiences and the offices that they occupy as government in exile, and now join hands with the de facto government in the homeland to form a transitional government. Do you know what is transitional government? Transitional government is the bridge, like Otwane when a Niger bridge, River Niger, where Niger bridge. Isi Onitsha, when you are going to Asaba, and when a bridge there link Onitsha and Asaba. Yotago, that is the bridge. Transitional government is the bridge that links from the government in exile to the federal government of United States of Biafra. That is the transitional government. That is the bridge that you don't just jump. You know, people lack a lot of knowledge. I'm telling you, there are a lot of illiterates in the struggle. It's not about speaking English. There are a lot of illiteracy. It's not even about English or about grammar. I said it from beginning of this program that you can learn how to speak English without being educated. It's not about education. It's not about speaking grammar. No, illiteracy is a disease actually. So this transitional government is a bridge that links the government in exile to the federal government of Republic of Biafra, which is going to be run here on ground Biafra, in Biafra territory. Not you don't run a federal government of a nation from exile, from abroad. You don't do that. You are insane. You are just insane. You are just deceiving the gullible people who don't know nothing. You are insane. So now, this transitional government is the government in exile will not come home. But for the fact that they don't know anything at home. They have been living in exile over the years of the struggle. They know absolutely nothing happening at home. And they are the ones that got the independence. So they have to hold the independence. They have to hold the newly born nation. When they arrived home, they will team up with the de facto government in homeland and then form a transitional government. Now, that very de facto government, which is unseen, which does not have any physical location or physical office where you can walk in and fix your problems. De facto government, which is invisible at the moment, but is there. We already have people in place. Is there, but is invisible. So when the government in exile comes back home and team up with the de facto government in homeland, who are those that know homeland? That know everything in at home in Biafra land. Team up with everyone, and then we now form a transitional government. This transitional government, the job of the transitional government is to put everything in place for election. Remember that the people in the government in exile and the people in the homeland, this government in homeland, are not elected by the Biafran people, by the public, by the population of Biafra. There was no general vote like election. So you cannot rule a nation if they don't vote for you. This is democracy. So what the transitional government does is to put every mechanism in place. Put police in place, law enforcement agents, the military, the voting system. It's going to take 2 good years minimum. 2 good years minimum for the transition. Listen, 2 good years minimum. That is minimum, which means maximum can go beyond. The transitional government will now put those things in place. build offices like local government offices, because we already have those things in place, which we have the government in homeland, de facto government in homeland. So with this transitional government will now build few things like build local government, the places of voting and everything, put those things in place, put our own INEC, the way the Nigeria has INEC, put our own INEC, Independent Electoral Commission, put our own INEC in place that will now run a national voting voting system, and then conduct the vote, which every Biafran citizen eligible for voting will go out there and cast their vote for those that is going to rule the nation of Biafra. Once the people that win, because there is going to be campaign. Once they win, then from that transitional government, which is the bridge that will link the government in exile to the federal government of United States of Biafra, the transitional government will now transfer power to the duly elected officials in the ballot during the voting and in the ballot box. And then we now have the federal government of the United States of Biafra. This is exactly the explanation and the translation of the Constitution, or which we known as or should I say the Biafran Charter, the explanation or the interpretation of the Biafran Charter. You are hearing it directly from Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku, the Prime Minister. It's no longer from Biafra Unite. It took me nearly 2 years to get this particular program. Nearly 2 years. Listen, and listen very, very attentively.
Which already have been laid, which is a process for a transitional government. As soon as the recognition of Biafra government start happening up to the level of the United Nations or its allies, we will then begin the process of the transitional government of Biafra. We'll begin the process of forming political parties, making sure that
we begin the process of forming political parties from the transitional government. Those are the things, the mechanism that the transitional government is going to put in place. Because I have already said they are going to campaign. Those who want to occupy offices will campaign and give their manifestos to the Biafran, population, Umu Biafra. You read your manifestos, you campaign with your manifestos, what you are going to bring, what you are going to do for the Biafra nation, for the Biafran people. The transitional government will put these things in place, including forming political parties before the election.
So through democracy in Biafra land, political process up to the level of the United Nations or its allies, we will then begin the process of the transitional government of Biafra. We'll begin the process of forming political parties, making sure that we restore true democracy in Biafra land. My fellow Biafrans, today we have been able to stand against terrorism in our land, against onslaught of the Nigeria state, against barbarism of the Nigeria state by forming our own Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Defense Forces, Navy, Air Force. Even though we do not have ship, even though we do not have the aircraft, fighter jet, the foundation has been laid. The police, state police of the Biafra de facto government is on the way. Our aim and objective is to make sure that the entire Biafra land is sealed and secure. That is the reason you are not hearing terrorist attack like they attack other parts of Nigeria. We have succeeded in safeguarding our land. But wait a minute. Who are those going around burning our homes, our villages, and communities? They are the Nigeria Army, Terrorist Army, and other security terrorist agents within the Nigeria territory. Today, nobody is talking about it. Some people will tell you Simon Ekpa is the one that is drawing the Nigeria Terrorist Army to Biafra land. And many of you believe it. Many of you believe it was Simon Ekpa that is bringing insecurity. Ask them, what gave birth to Simon Ekpa actions and activities in Biafra struggle? Was it not the insecurity that the Nigeria government has brought to Biafra people? They tell you Simon Ekpa was the one who unveiled Biafra Liberation Army and are drawing the Nigeria army to Biafra land. Ask them, was Simon Ekpa part of the struggle when the Python 1, Python 2, Python 3, and Egweke was dancing and killing our young men and young women? Simon Ekpa was not part of the Biafra then. Why are they now calling Simon Ekpa as the person bringing the security in the Southeast? I want you to understand that there is no name they call Simon Ekpa today, or you who believe in your liberation and freedom, that should make you move an inch. The more they call your name and Simon Ekpa, the more reason you must rise up to support Simon Ekpa and the Biafra government in exile, because it means that there is something we are doing that others have not done in the past. While others were fighting for Biafra freedom since 1999, many reside abroad, including our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was residing in the United Kingdom. There has never been any time in the history of the struggle that the Nigeria state summoned the ambassador of the United Kingdom in Nigeria. There has never been any time they publicly published that they have summoned the ambassador, written petition to the United Kingdom, calling the United Kingdom to come and arrest him, calling for the repatriation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That has never been since the start of the IPOB. But now you see every media in Nigeria, every illegitimate governor, every criminals, whenever opportunity is given to them to talk, they will call for the repatriation of Simon Ekpa. But since 1999 to 2012-13, when IPOB was formed, till the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2015, till the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in 2021, there has never been anywhere, any day, Biafra was discussed on the floor of the National Assembly. Our resolve, our resoluteness has made the issue of Biafra to become a topic at the National Assembly of Nigeria. It has never happened since after the war. The roadmap today, the activities of the Biafra Republic government in exile has pushed the illegitimate representative of Nigeria all over Nigeria state to be calling for restructuring. It has never happened in the past until now that the Biafra government in exile has come to take full responsibility and full charge for the liberation of Biafra. Today, they are discussing this constitution that, according to them, according to some people, was a military decree. The same restructuring that led to Biafra war, to the death of over 5 million Biafrans. Today they are discussing it. And we have made it very clear. The time for discussion over anything restructuring is over. I had a meeting with one of the most renounced policymakers from the United States. He was offering the possibility of restructuring. I rejected it. I said, the time for possible restructuring is over. What we are looking for now is a complete freedom where our people can exercise their rights. We have to bring a true democracy in one country in Africa. Today, there is no African country that is practicing a true democracy. Biafra will be the first country in Africa, and other people will emulate Biafra at the end of the day. So we are not going to overlook the problem and the threat to our life when we talk about restructuring. Now, what Biafra and myself stand for today is a complete freedom. Of course, after giving my reasons, which is very grounded in our predicament today, he agreed. The road is going to be tough. I said, we are not saying that the road is not going to be tough, but our stand must be made very clear to anybody who care to listen. Those who want to use Takia that the Fulani have used to kill and invade land and grab and conquer, we can never succumb and fall for it.
Those that want to use Takia that Fulanis have used to conquer many lands, we can never succumb to it. We can never. If you succumb to Takia, now your fault, because your spirit is very, very weak. If you succumb to Takia, your spirit is weak. That's why you succumb to Takia. But people like us, our skin is very, very thick. We can never succumb to Takia.
We are not going to be in any table with anybody discussing restructuring of Nigeria. Nigeria can never restructure. You cannot restructure a faulty foundation. You can't build in a foundation that is broken. You can't build in a foundation where there is no concrete foundation to it. Nigeria remains a country that was built on lies, propaganda, and can never stand the test of time. And here is the test of time. Biafra government in exile and the de facto government in the homeland has given Nigeria a test and they are not standing it. Those of you in Biafra land that are making videos, when the Nigerian military, terrorist military comes to kill our people, make sure you make video and explain the content of the video in English, the understanding of the world. Not when you make video, you start speaking Igbo. Nobody understands you. Make video and explain even in broken English so that people can understand what you are talking about. We need those videos if you can. But if you cannot, make sure you stay safe. Our fight is a fight to finish. I want to make it very clear that the fight we are fighting now is a fight to finish. And as time goes on, it will become very dangerous. Please stand very strong. We have defeated them. Are you not seeing it? Those of you in the affected area and communities, are you not seeing it? Do not be scared. Stay very strong. And I thank you, Biafrans, because the more they attack me, blackmail me, the more you understand that Samanepa remain the good guy. Why they have not protected other people in other Nigeria, they are more concerned about Biafra that have not witnessed any Fulani onslaught. Are you not surprised? Why others are being slaughtered in Jos, Zamfara, in Niger State, Adamawa, and so on and so forth? The armored tanks are in Biafra land, looking for where nobody has actually witnessed Fulani onslaught since 2022, that the Biafra government and autopilot took over the affair of the Biafra struggle. I have read why some people are shouting, when ESN was there, they were only protecting the villages, the bushes, and all that. They did not attack Nigerian army. And now, Biafra Liberation Army is attacking Nigerian army, and for that reason, they are invading our land. Look at those idiots. Ask them, when the ESN was there, were there not armored tanks running our villages, burning our villages, where Abba Kaere was leading them to kill the commanders of the ESN? You know, these idiots, they have no brain. Was Simon Ekpa part of what was happening then? The answer is no. How many commanders of the Eastern Security Network was killed before I took over the Biafra struggle? Many of them were killed. Their body displayed on social media, a mockery of the highest order, and we have come to restore the dignity of Biafra people. Since you took over the government and this administration, have you seen where they are displaying the body of any commander? The answer is no. Even when they go and capture innocent people and show them, it doesn't move anybody. It doesn't sell. But before, every blessed day, we saw Abba Kaere and his group running over our villages. These idiots and criminals has forgotten that just a few years ago, they go invade our villages, burn it down, kill commanders of the ESN. They drag their body on the street. They brag about it. They show it on social media. But today, it is not happening.
All right. This is. I don't know how to explain it, and I am very, very glad. Finally, we are here. We got it. I'm going to post this video on our YouTube channel, the complete video, the one that I did not pause to analyze, so that those of you that want it, those of you that want to make use of it, you can download it or copy it, whichever way you want. I'm going to post the full video on our Biafra Unite channel. If I don't do it this night, I'll do it tomorrow, so that you can have the video on your own. Just make sure you check the first video, which I'm going to post either this night. I'm not sure about this night, but the very first video which I'm going to post tomorrow will be this very video, this particular one for our PM, so that you have it intact, uninterrupted. You understand me? If you want to use it, you can make use of it anyhow you want. Because let me now tell you the main reason why I play this. I have two reasons. The very first reason is this: for those who have been lied to and continue to be lied to, may you receive knowledge, wisdom, and sense. May your eyes open. That's the number one why I play this video. And the number two is those that have been lied to, who have seen the upcoming protest of Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku on the 4th of August, 2026 as irrelevant, because those that have lied to them do not want Simon Ekpa to come out, so that they will continue to milk Biafrans and enrich themselves. You now see what whether the things that those people that have lied to you playing down on this protest, if what they are doing or what they have told you align with what you are hearing from the Prime Minister right now. You do the contrast, you compare. Contrast and compare. Check those who are silencing this protest, playing down this protest, do not want to engage with this protest, do not want to, advise people to go to the protest, even though some people who are pretending to talk about this protest, you know what they say? If you are free to go, you can go. If you are not free, you don't go. And they pretend that they're advocating for the protest. I get irritated when I hear them speak this way. If you can go, you go. If you cannot go, you leave. That is not advocacy. You are just lying and deceiving to yourself. Encourage people to go for the protest, not to tell them if you can go, you go. If you can't go, you leave it. If you can make it, you go. If you can't make it, you leave it. You are lying to yourself. You are literally deceiving yourself, thinking that you are doing the job. You are lying and deceiving to yourself. So when you hear that they can talk everything they can't even say, they can't advocate, they can't encourage the people enough to go for the protest. They can't solidly encourage the people, standing firm to encourage the people, to enlighten the people, to tell the people the importance of the protest. Now, if you are listening to them, if you are on their side, compare and contrast and check if what they have been telling you since 2024, going to 2 years now, is in line with what Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko has said. If it's not in line, that means they have lied to you. Because when Simon Ekpa came on board, he never changed anything from what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been telling us over the years. Because that is the mandate. And if they have deviated, now this is how you know whether you are on the right track or not. Even if they want to cover up, check if what they have been telling you, if they are doing what they have been lying to you about, or if they have achieved anything that they have been telling you about, or if they have done anything about what they have been telling you since 2024. This is how you know. So the only solution for you and I, all of us, is to prepare a march in Finland. Because if you cannot see the handwriting on the wall, that if Mazi Simon Ekpa, Obuna release her Mazi Simon Ekpa can swear no Igbo. Obuna arapu her Mazi Simon Ekpa next month. Obuna arapu her Simon Ekpa, we are all doomed. If Chineke na bineli igwe ga-emunte nukwuonumu, Obuna Finland arapu her Simon Ekpa next month, we are doomed. We as a people are doomed. I'm telling you the truth. We are finished. You know what is finished? We are finished. Why? Because there is no any, or not, I can't say there is no, because I don't know tomorrow. But I'm telling you that it's going to be like ebe. It's going to be like ebe okuko nyoro mamere. Oya dike ebe okuko nyoro mamere. Ifukwa another genuine Biafran to rise up, very agile, active, and genuinely fighting for this freedom. You know what is fighting for freedom? Forget media propaganda. At least everybody nanya. From Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Mazi Simon Ekpa, we have all seen what freedom fight is all about. Forget propaganda, all those ones. We are meeting Donald Trump tomorrow. We are meeting Vladimir Putin. Forget those rubbish propaganda. if your eyes are not open, what freedom fight is all about, you don't need to be in this life. You don't need to be existing, especially if you're a Biafran, because we have all seen it since 2021, since 2019, even since 2020, we have all seen it. We have seen what freedom fight is all about. So I don't think that any Biafran is supposed to be lied to or be deceived by any criminal individual who is coming for the donation of Biafran people, pretending that he or she is fighting for Biafra. You understand me? So let me repeat it again before the end of this program. Obuna Finland for Simon next month. After this appeal, I'm telling you the truth, we are doomed. I swear we are doomed. We are finished. Because it's going to be difficult. Like a Bokokon Mamere. Another Biafran. Epota. Ni kene bube. Na piambamba. That is very strong for this very freedom. Oya de very oya deka ebe oya deka Bokokon Mamere. You know why? Because egwu ya na-atụzi onye chọrọ ịpụta na egwu na-atụ ya. Ime egwu na-atụ ya bụ ọkwa egwu ya Nigeria ya eme ya na ọ bụ egwu ndị sabo. Egwu ndị sabo before na-atụ everybody. Anybody chọrọ ịpụta ọkwa egwu ndị sabo ya na-atụ ya. Ọ bụrụ egwu Nigeria. Egwu ndị sabo. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be a case study. Mazi Simon Ekpa will be a case study for everybody. So we need everybody to be available. In Europe, we have millions of Biafrans in Europe. And my Simon and Joko said, at least, there must be no less than 100 people marching on the street. At least, worst come to worst, there shouldn't be less than 100 people marching on the streets of Finland. That is the word of my Simon Ekpa. I'm not telling you what I feel or what I think or what I'm saying. No, I said this is the word of Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko. Not from me. At least there shouldn't be less than 100 people. And remember, I want to repeat again for those that think that this is a joke. On the 4th of August, after that very protest, the people who are going to be live on that protest will be the priority, will be prioritized for those who are going to be inside the court to stand in solidarity with Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko. There's not going to be any room to allow propagandists, those who are coming to do eye service, notice me in the court, while other Biafrans suffer and march on the street to protest for Mazi Simon Ekpa and Joko. Eye service is not going to be allowed on that day. They can tell you anything, they can deceive you whichever way, however way, no problem. They can deceive you and tell you whatever they can tell you on social media, no problem. But that very day, thank God, today is 27th. 1 week from today, there will be protest. 8 days from today will be at the first appeal day. There shall be no eye servicer in the court. I want to repeat. There shall be no eye servicer in the court. If they like, let them tell you whatever they want to tell you. Let them deceive you. Let them lie to you. There shall be no eye servicer in the court that day. Everybody must get this. No eat and no peace. You may not like it. Maybe you have planned to go there on the 5th and do I say PM. Oh yeah, akwagi that day. Oh yeah, akwagi. Okwasigo gitinye jalo that day. Oh yeah, akwagi. there will be no eye service that day in the court. So if you want to do that, your eye service, you will be free to do it, or go and represent your PM in the street of Finland. Then Ichozi cruise Simon Epa na aru na court, Igakuria na aru sobadero. But if you learn or support the people who protest, you give us eye service in the court. Dream on. That day kono yama whether mobono ono abundi sabo obono bundi na ewete this Biafra n'eziokwu mobono wakalo cho this freedom mobono wacholo the freedom of PM mobo the people who are going to suffer themselves and their resources to march in the street of Finland to protest and demand for the freedom of Simon Ekpa. That economy yama can do the people who are genuinely Biafrans, who are genuinely looking for the freedom of Biafra. There shall be no eye service. There shall be no eye service that day. You want to do your eye service? No problem. You can do it as much as you can. But first of all, go and represent your prime minister in the street of Finland. Very, very important. So I am appealing to everybody. I am appealing to everybody. Genuinely, no biocha, no biocha. Go and represent Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko. You have heard exact everything he said. You have heard it. Check his here. Man, those people now play down this protest. Those people who are castigating people in Finland, who are suffering and doing everything using their own hard-earned money to make sure that Simon Ekpa Njoko is taken care of. That this protest is organized properly, professionally. Attack all sorts of names. Check is here, no biggie as a Biafran. Kedonye Cholo, Kasamane Papota. Kedonye, who is truly, truly looking for Biafra freedom? Ask yourself. It's a very simple question. You don't even need my analysis to know. And when they insult these people and tag them all sorts of names, they are doing nothing. Apart from propaganda on social media and collect money every Saturday. They are doing absolutely nothing for the release of Simon Ekpa. Nothing. Not even one drop of water, nothing. But every time they come out, they lie to you. They use the name of Simon Ekpa for clickbait because they know the day they remove that name, Simon Ekpa, PM Simon Ekpa, they are finished. They are finished. They are completely done and dusted. So they must attach the name in order to continue their propaganda. Ọkwakọrọ n'ọnụ. Ndị Igbo si ekwu mele ọnụ ememe mele uche. I can only speak, analyze and advise us. Ozigo aka ọ dị n'aka imezi ihe n'ogi n'uche. But if with this very protest, ebe anwa ka nchelo ndị Igbo, ebe anwa ka nchelo Biafrans, ebe anwa ka nchelo anyị ncha niile, it's going to be a huge, huge, huge thing in this very struggle. 2025 is gone. This is 2026. This protest is going to be a deciding factor. It's a very huge thing, very, very huge thing in this very struggle. Agwagongi, you may not know why, but believe you me, you will know later. You will know later. I'm telling you. You are going to know. You will know later after that day. And after the court case, after the appeal case of our prime minister. I would have opened the line, but because of time, I'm going to end this very program. And I will keep every other thing we are supposed to discuss to tomorrow. I want to thank every one of you, my wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, for paying attention and joining me this evening. May God bless every one of you for me. I want to say thank you. And for those of you who are preparing for the upcoming protest in Finland, I want to encourage you. If you know anybody in the struggle, encourage that person to join you to that very move to Finland. Everything is in place. Every single thing is in place. Your protection is guaranteed. Anybody telling you any negative thing about the protest, that person is only trying to discourage you. Your protection is guaranteed. Finland authority has given go-ahead order, and they are going to give security, maximum security to all protesters. So your security is 100% guaranteed. Thank you all. May God bless you. Whatever you lay hand upon, may you prosper as long as no fee Jew na your table. I pray for the protection of our leader, Mazinam Dekano. I pray for his health, for divine health and divine healing upon his life. Chineke na biko de wala anyị lead our leader Ndo Mazinam Dekano ka onwe ike pụta tụrụ ugo wee pụta with Biafra flag. I commit our Prime Minister into the hands of Chukwu Okike Abiama bi n'eluigwe, and I pray for victory. This coming month of August is going to be very, very significant in our lives. We pray and commit our Prime Minister Mazin Simon Ekpan Joko into the hands of Elohim Chukwu Okike Abiama bi n'eluigwe, and we pray for victory as we step as he step into the court of law in Lahti, Finland. May he come out victorious. I commit the upcoming protests into the hands of God. Chukwu Okike Abiama bi n'eluigwe. Bikon na monyi meligwe. We know that this very freedom, this very movement is spiritual. Biko Chukwu Okike Abiama, give your children victory. Give us victory. Anya ataga afụfụ. Anya ataga afụfụ. Chineke nna biko nye anyị mmeri. That this very upcoming protest bolo a success. Kabuli ife Finland de yafo move will be moved for the cry of Biafran people, for the requests and the demands of the Biafran people, and they will be moved and they will know that yes, this man is loved by his own people, and they will release him. Chukwu Okike Abiama biko meela anyị ebere na ya ataga afụfụ. Nye anyị mmeri onye ime eluigwe nke atọ, ekekere eluigwe ka ụwa ka ihe niile dị ya n'ime ọkaka. Ụmụ gị ataala afụfụ, biko nyezie anyị mmeri papa. Gbaala anyị ụzọ ọla isi emejọ, anyị nwa bụ ndị Igbo, anyị nwa bụ ụmụ Biafra. Anyị mmeri papa. Tie ndị betrayers ifele n'iru Chineke na gbaa ha ọtọ n'ime afịa. Gbaa ha ọtọ n'ime afịa ndị betrayers, ndị sabo na-pretend na ha na-achọ nwere onwe. Gbaa ha ọtọ n'ime afịa Chineke. Itinyegokwana ihere n'ihu n'ihe anyị na-ayọzi bụ ka imepe anya ndị na anybody na-ege ha ntị Chineke nna, ka imepe ha anya, ka tọhapụ ha na-agbụ Chineke nna, na ekego ha agbụ, ekego ụmụ Igbo agbụ, ekego ụmụ Igbo agbụ, tọzie ụmụ Igbo na-agbụ n'aka ndị ilo na-pretend na ha na-anụ ọgụ nwere onwe. Give us victory Chineke nna. At the end of the day, we all celebrate and dance to your name. Protect our men on ground. Chukwu Okike Abiama ji ndụ ha wee tụọ ụtụ aja ka anụ ọgụ nwere onwe. Chineke nna biko protect ya. Anytime they are being confronted by the enemies, give them victory always. We pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Ise. From me, from here, Chukwu Okike Abiama bi n'eluigwe. It is good evening.
Protest. 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 Voices rising here to call. Free Simon Ekpa. The Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile is the message echoing loud for one and all. Mark your calendar, don't be late. 4th of August 2020 say 10 a.m. that's the meeting time. Gather together, stand in line. Starting point for Badenka to 17. Lati Market Square is the scene. Moving onward to the district court. Bayateme is the destination. Lati, Finland, that's the place. We the people of Biafra demand the unconditional release of Simon Ekpanjoku. He committed no offense for demanding the freedom of his people who face annihilation from the Nigerian terrorist government. He is innocent, and the good guy freedom fighting is not a crime. Over 50 million Biafrans voted him as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. Free him now. The flyer shares the time and space. Protest, protest, protest. That's the message on display. For more information, for more information, go! Black people need fighting, fight! Protest! 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 Voices rising, hear the call! With Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, is the message echoing loud for one and all! Mark your calendar, don't be late. 4th of August 2026, 10 a.m. that's the meeting time. Gather together, stand in line. Starting point for Pudenka to 17. Lati Market Square is the scene. Moving onward to the district court. Pajatemi is the destination. Lati, Finland, that's the place. We the people of Biafra demand the unconditional release of Simon Ekpanjoku. He committed no offense for demanding the freedom of his people who face annihilation from the Nigerian terrorist government. He's innocent, and the good guy, freedom fighting is not a crime. Over 50 million Biafrans voted him as fighting his style. The Biafra Republic government in exile. Free him now. The flyer shares the time and space.